Good morning. Now, I don't know exactly where I am. I've got on the 1:30 bus, and the reason I've gone on a bus is because I don't have any choice. I'm heading east from Malaga, and there's no train and there's no tram. So I went more or less to the end of the route, and I'll look out exactly where I am and where I finish off. But generally speaking, I'm to the east of Malaga where there are no trams, so I've got the bus, taking it as far as I can. And as you can see, there were surfers out when I was on the bus. There's a lot of surfing around here, but not exactly where I am here. So we'll join an adventure. It's a bit more exciting. I've just come to the end of the bus and I'm going to head back. Pretty easy to follow the route, just follow the coastline here, and hopefully see some surfers and that. It's not raining, it's just cloudy, and the sea is a bit more exciting, like I say. Let us begin. I've got some water and stuff like that, the usual, but I hope to find somewhere that's pleasant for a meal. That's what it's all about, isn't it? And obviously I've been more than, say, I don't know, how far have I gone? About 20 miles, as much as that, from Malaga. So, makes a change. All along the coast, of course, you get all these, just adjust this because it's only a very simple device, this, very lightweight. Yeah, all along the coast there's these, and quite pleasant, aren't they? Some of them are positively ugly, some of these holiday places, but these are really nice, and there's more that way, so there's lots of options for many days, and I do like walking along the coast and all the crags and the inlets and all that kind of stuff. It's exciting. What a perfect way to end the day. Stop where I want, go off, maybe go, you know, if I see something I might investigate it, you know, all that kind of stuff. And this is a cool day, but it's nonetheless, it's nice to have a change. There's like a mist all the way along here. There's a vessel, some kind of ship out there. Can you see that in the distance? There it is. Probably cargo. Cruise ships are a lot more sleek, aren't they? They look a bit more. But, yeah. And the mountains in the distance. Let's have a look at them. See, that's around Malaga itself, near there. That's so. Sometimes I'm just going to say nothing today and just enjoy the walk. And if there's anything worth saying, I'll try just to speak then. Yeah, like that delightful dog. Why would you get a dog that does that all the time? Very aggressive, isn't it? Just, I wouldn't mind. A mouse would probably give it a hard time. So I hope you like this. Something different. Even a beach is different in different weather, isn't it? You know. I think prohibited peros. I think that's dogs. I could be wrong. Sadly, no drinks here. This would 99% of the time be perfect to stop by, have a coffee. Yeah, nice bar. Very nice. Yeah, all the tables are hidden away. You know, there's always somebody. Oh, that's a nice chair. I think we'll have that. A lifeguard tower. Sorry, I've got hiccups or something. Oh, Guinness, the world's best beer, cocktails, coffee bar, spirits and shakes. Sports bar. And then it says the same thing in Spanish. Banana beach bar. Sports bar. Yeah, this is very pleasant. Got my hat on and my light jacket. Very nice. Sound of the waves breaking. And are they breaking today? Wow. Plenty of people out and about. As you can see inland it gets a bit more mountainous. Now I'm really taking it easy on a look at this pathway here. Perfect for your e-bike or if you're jogging. Very nice. Oh, Kiwi's open. Wonder if the owners are New Zealanders. No, it's just a name, isn't it? Near where I live in Cheshire, and there's a car sales, it's called Hollywood Motors. Yeah, so I think Kiwi, you can assume that it's not owned by some New Zealand. It could be, but probably not. A lovely tree, whatever it is. Yeah, I won't go straight ahead. Some people just point the camera and they've got a really smooth setup and don't look around, you know, see what the price is in that window for for coffee and things like that. So this is a basic setup, but it has the advantage of not just like mounted on a bloody vehicle, you know, following cyclists on the Tour de France. It's not like that. Murphy's Irish Red. Didn't know they had an Irish Red. Ruby Red Irish, eh? Speakeasy. It looks a bit run down, that. Look like that's not really open anymore, I wouldn't think. Yeah, there'll be just a small clientele, I think, on a day like this. But it's nice to see people there. They're having their brunch now. It's about 11ish. Yeah, I'm really relaxed. Always, even when you're travelling somewhere, you're not quite relaxed. Bit of artwork. I don't mind that. Bit of colour. There you've got your items. Oh, and the menu here. Is it worth looking up? Well, it's only a couple of seconds. Oh, it's is it English and? Oh yes, starters and whatnot. It's good, isn't it? See? Because obviously there's a lot of Brits along both coasts, Costa Blanca and this one, Costa del Sol. Got a cockatoo La Chielfla experience. Oh yeah, and see that Victoria sign with that old gentleman wiping his brow? That's just Victoria Beach or whatever. Is not Victoria where I'm staying in Malaga. That's where they make that. That's very local beer then, if you see what I mean. By that in Malaga, it's just on the outskirts of Malaga, like we are here. And I've tried that, it's okay. Yeah, there are people in having something to eat. They're obviously staying in the hotel, and they can go out. Will go out and buy their paper or whatever, and something to eat, maybe meet a fellow holiday maker. Some of them are residents. They're good because you can get a lot of information from somebody who lives in this area or any area that you visit. Turkish kebab, obviously. You know, it's past the main season now. All these will probably be open. Yeah. La Perla. Yeah. This is all in Spanish, I think, is it? Oh no, it's got the sea skewer of anchovy, olive and pickled pepper. That's nice, yeah. That's like a starter. I do like the anchovies. But a skewer, is that baked? Some of them they bake them over an open fire on a stick. Fried eggplants. Yeah, even that sounds healthy anyway. Fire roasted peppers. See, it's good food, isn't it, really? Stuffed mussels. What are they stuffed with, I ask? I'm not going to get the answer. Yeah. Calamar. That's calamare, which is sliced squid. Yeah, I want to try that. I've tried and I've forgotten. One day my brain will kick into gear, but I'm so chilled out, you know. It's always another day. Yeah, this is... See that little boat thing there, that shack? See that there? There's a little boat. See it there? They put a fire in that and the skewers for the fish. Obviously it'll let the ashes settle down a bit. And then your sardines and your anchovies or whatever will be ready for you. Still hot. And even the waft of cooking fish, smoky, yeah. Such a simple, basic thing. There's somebody in another half of the world doing exactly the same thing on a beach, cooking the fish they've just caught or they've got from the fishermen. And such a nice, simple meal. Yeah. So people out and about on a quieter season in Malaga. Say they always find a place where there's free Wi-Fi. At the moment I've got it turned off because to film I can do that when I get back home. Don't need the Wi-Fi on, but when I want to contact Facebook or anything I can't do that until I find, well, I'm not going to use my Wi-Fi because it's a long story, but Virgin Media's linked with O2 and they've decided to faff around. But yeah, just let it go by. It's good they take care, you know, with all these lifeguard tower, you know, and the beach is clean. You see, there's it's like a rake effect. There's a tractor thing that has that literally cleans the beaches. Big wheeled vehicle needed, you know, for the sand. Tex-Mex. Sometimes I fancy that, you know, not a lot of times, but when I do, I really enjoy it, you know. You know, I couldn't eat spicy food every day. It's like a curry, isn't it? Yes, I asked my friend where I bought the watch from. It's a private shop, and he fixed it up for me. I asked him, did he do a curry for me? I asked him if he had the time. Imagine all the clocks and watches, hundreds of them in the shop. He got it. Yeah, he thought, yeah. He's thinking, I'll have to be nice to this man. Oh, look, that's good. Something for the kids. Yeah. See, there's people there. When you go in the summer, you think, oh, you go past here, they want their, oh no, they don't want their bloody privacy, don't worry about that. Oh yeah. Yeah, they all want to be on YouTube. You know, there's other people, oh, don't do that. Oh no, there's no problem there, don't worry. I'll be the same. In fact, I have been when I've sat there somewhere, you know, right in the middle of the beach or with a view. You're going to get people going by with taking pictures and stuff. There you go, that proves my point. If you look, see, we're in no rush. That's what they do with the fish. They're absolutely delicious. They are gutted and stuff, but a lot of them they're cooked and they're soft. The bones are soft. They're just pure calcium. You can pick them away, but absolutely delicious. Wunderbar. Ganz good. Little series of. Looks like the centre one is the Spanish flag, and then the others are regional, or even to do with businesses or something. Very pleasant. Just gonna change my glasses without, so I can. That's better. That's it. Just looking at all the variations in the buildings and things. Tourist building and area, tourist information. You know, it's only when I really concentrated and I just saw then I discovered, see, isn't that nice? Stylish, sort of bit of character. Tourist information, which probably won't be open. Not that I'm going to go in. Oh, that's nice. Does that mean there was a railway here? Look at that. Tren Negro. Something black. Melanie. It's not in English, so if anybody can interpret that. I have got a feature that will translate particularly menus instantly on Google. It's a Google phone, so I've got all these other features. That is extremely handy. I mean, they might even have the menu, but the daily menu will just be on there and it changes, so they haven't got time to change all the interpretation on everything. Yeah, they're usually the best offers. Yeah. I mean, you're spoilt for choice, aren't you? This is the delight of it. Not being in a hotel that you booked your lunch. Get the hell out. Because you'll have to get back for lunch, or enjoy just picking out which you want. Finding the best. Yeah. Again, another one of these barbecues. They could have pork chops or whatever on that one. Yeah, it's not restricted to fish. So, like I say, I've started, and I'll end when I want to end. Certainly not going to climb up that peninsula up there, that's for sure. Oh look, now my copyright's ruined. Sometimes you keep talking, and it's in Spanish anyway. I don't think there'll be any copyrights on that. Some Spanish crooner. Remember Julio Iglesias, and then his son, I think his son is, I can't remember his name. They do very well. Yeah, I won't look at every menu. You know, you can guess the big paella on it and all the other stuff. But yeah, I do look and see if there's anything, you know, like a good offer, a special. Harry, not me. Must be the boss in there. Oasis Beach Club. You think the lads had performed there, you know, in tribute to the beach club. Liam with his parka on in the middle of the summer, and Noel sort of scowling at him. I'm in the realms of fantasy again. Oh, that is fantastic. Look at that. Look. Oh, no. Hey, whoa. Hey, let's see if I can... Well, let's move a bit nearer. Harry, you brain-dead idiot. Oh, and there's some lettering on this box. Hedge or something here. Look at that. Rincon, Victoria. So we've moved up towards Victoria now. And Victoria's tribute to the Virgin. There was something a bit like a heroine for sailors or something. Well, anyway, I concur. Look at that. Isn't that spectacular? I think that's absolutely marvellous. The people who do that are right up there, because that's on show to so many people, and it's just very, very nicely done. It's cute. I must say it is cute, but in a good way. It's not too sugary, but it's really two girls, and they're different. It's just great. Fantastic. And there's little details. There's this chap here, and can you see there, Rincon the Victoria? Some old guy, and it tells you he's got his book there. Look. Yeah. Something about Malaga, and he's a writer, I think, is he? We'll look at the sign in a minute. There he is, with his cane and his little cigar there. Well, if you can read that, that's fine. I can live with just... It's got like an owl something on his pocket. Anyway, that's great. That is just absolutely fantastic. I know you think I'm getting carried away, but I am, yeah. Near Brighton, which is near to me, they have similar really good, spectacular street art, you know, of the lifeboatmen and things like that. So yeah, credit where it's due. So it's questionable, isn't it? Is it better now than it would be in the middle of summer, in the sweltering heat? This is better. Not because I'm a skinflint, I'm saying, well, you know, I'm free to get all the offers that are, you know, that fill up the hotels and the B&Bs and everything. I met some friends. The guide, Gregorio, I gave him, he gave me his link to his Facebook page, and I've sent that to him because, of course, he's on it most of the time, giving us information. We had a group of Germans, Dutch and English all together. So we were all in a group, and he speaks perfect. All those languages he speaks perfectly. And he's some kind of, in his spare time, he's a pirate. Which, if you see him, you can see why. Oh, look, this is... See, this is unexpected, and this is why I love doing things like this. I just say, well, I'm on my own. I said, I'm not on my own. There's so many people. Some poor soul is going to have to chat to me for a while. But, and then I see this. I'm not restricted, you know, and it's a ceremony of the Virgin we were talking about, look, and the sailors in tribute. Isn't that nice? That is absolutely stunning. See, no graffiti on it. They respect for the person that's done that, quite rightly so. And I just There you are. Isn't that absolutely fantastic? Beautiful. And all the sky and the atmosphere of it. Yeah. It's just zoom in a bit of detail there. Of course it's not meant for that, but yeah, that's it, isn't it? That is. See, I might be missing something else, but what you don't see, you can't. Oh, that's just great. That's one of the nicest ones I've ever seen. And the two girls in the window with the window boxes. Two of them here in this place. And we are in Punta de Victoria or something. It's not far from the caves I went to visit weeks ago. That was good, but if you had somebody with you, they'd have to be good at walking uphill for a while. So I only had to deal with myself. That was bad enough. Yeah. Is that? Oh, I thought it said Chinese. I do like Chinese or an Indian meal or something. Oh, particularly I want to go for a Thai restaurant. Yeah, you get them all kinds here. And there's actually a Russian salad. It seems to be popular in Spain. Yeah, it was quite nice. Vegetable salad, of course. So you see there's an offer there. Some sardines, €6. A plate of paella for €8. Hoi, paella. Mixed paella un plato for a single person, which is quite difficult to get. It's a pity I'm not hungry, because I would go for that. I haven't had a paella yet since I've been here. Oh, this looks really good. Oh, what a shame, but that's the way it is. There they are, the utility folks. Yeah. Proper boats and things. So it looks like all the fishing boats, there are some there, are just outside of Malaga. A lot of them are in the town in other places, but get them in a little van and it's there, isn't it? You just come off the boat. Well, within an hour. See, should I walk along here or on that little path full of potholes and that? No, I'll stay here. It's hardly challenging, but it's not that kind of a thing. Look at these pleasant little places here. They look like private houses, surely, or they're rental. Lovely. Some people, a couple of folk there on the top. Yeah, beautiful. There's some tiles there on the see the tiles? It's really nice. Traditional. Yeah, there's a place on the Costa Blanca called Villa Llojosa, and it's got pastel coloured. Usually they're all sort of beige and white along the Spanish coasts. Villa Llojosa is an absolutely amazing place. Each place has got something. The Benajaraf has a park with escalators in it. As an option. Never seen that before. And a chocolate factory, which I didn't visit. Because you can buy the chocolate, the same one. It's just actually a tour of the factory. So you have to be there a certain day, obviously. Yeah, and for certain couples, you know. You ever see Alan Partridge? He was having an affair with his secretary and the lights were off and she covered him all over him. He was covered in chocolate. He wasn't so happy. He said it was dirty. It's only a bit of chocolate. Yeah, so there you are. How that sprung into my head, I don't know. Yeah, so don't forget, Benajaraf, you young lovers, you beautiful people, nobody will know when you've got that big stock of chocolate and you've got a big smile on your face. But, might come to an end here because I'm not going to scoot. Hola, senor. See, he's happy on his bike. Isn't it great? Have your little bike and you're living round here. Now, nothing is perfect in Spain. Yeah, but I'm not going to go into all that. But generally speaking, it's a really pleasant place on the Costas. Little bench there. Why is it facing that way? Look at the wall art. Lovely, isn't it? Look at these, got some views here towards the sea. Looking out to sea, that is. Yeah, and there's a tower up there. Oh, I know where we are now. We're near what's called the tunnel walk, which we did. But I'm going to do it today. Because I want to go a bit further. Which I didn't do, so some of it will be familiar for short distance or whatever. Because I don't want to stop, or I might put it into two parts. But some people, because I've done a lot of short ones and I do little reels, I might just do a long walk. You can come back to it or whatever, because some people like that. You can just put the sound off and put the radio on your favourite piece of classical music and just watch a walk for an hour on the Costa Blanca in Spain. So I won't go down to the Virgin Shrine, which is a slight detour. I'm just going to continue along the coast. So I have been on this route just once before, and that was to see the cave and to do this tunnel walk. And let us continue, because it wasn't a long stretch I did. And on a different day, which it is, it was sunny that day. Well, I've already done about 40 minutes. So it could be ending up about an hour and a half. One of the longer ones, but there's some people do 4 hours, and you think, you see, there's other people and things that I like to watch. I'm not going to watch some person, whatever they are, doing 4 hours. Even when you can go back to it, I just think, oh, look, I'm missing out. So many things to see. Yeah. Yeah, it's, yeah, so that was that big crag going out. There's Now you know why there's tunnels here. Because I didn't want to walk up the top. You can go to that tower, and I mentioned that, but I don't fancy that. Certainly those the wall art there and all the start of that's new. I could pause it and restart it, but I'll just do it again. I'm doing this bit again. This is all in one shoot. No, because I'm quite prolific, and it's leisure. I'm not a commercial guy or doing it for that. I'd rather just do it. Might be little bits, but I don't. I just do it, and you get what you see. You see what you get. Alright. So we'll continue and head towards Malaga. Or I might be stopped by something. I don't know. Beautiful thing about it is if I have to get off, it might be not on the bus route I'm taking, but I would think any other route would be going one way back where I've been, and then the other one would be heading towards Malaga anyway. I'll try and zoom in so you can get an idea. You can see it's a lovely spot. And you see that shrine there? Got that really zoomed in, see? There you go. There, got a hell of a zoom on it, look at that. There you are. We've been there now, if you imagine. Yeah, lovely spot there. Some dolphin feature there. Yeah. Seem to have the pox or something. Very sad, isn't it? Yeah, can't say that's one of my favourites. I like dolphins as well, but anyway, I might as well get off this bike lane. Oh look, there's some surfers. Goodness sake, I did say I'm just... Isn't that good? There they go. There's the surfers. Quite a number of them. And the good thing is, this isn't parts of Australia. There are no sharks. Well, it's a very good thing, isn't it? Even the thought that you've got a 1 in 100 chance of being eaten alive by a shark, I wouldn't be out there. Don't care about the lifeguard. It'd be a bit. You'd just witness the event. That's all for the insurance policy. Could do with some Hawaii 5-0 music. See, that's a big breaker there. Look, that's great. Look at them coming in. Oh yeah. So that looks like fun. Yeah, there's a guy. He's doing his thing. Keep going, my friend. Keep going. Oh yes. Oh, well done. And he deliberately jumped back into that. That was a very good performance. I've got that God, you see, I don't control them. If they do another one, we'll see. We'll see if we can get another one, but I won't be waiting long. I'll move on if we don't get one again, another performance. And the breakers are random. There's a big one coming in here. There we are. Are they going to ride it? No. Come on, ride that wave. Yeah, there's a really big one coming in here, look. Come on, mate. No. Of course, they know exactly, they're familiar where to go. And they're going to find that wave, that one true wave that will, there's a guide now. He's falling in the water. Really good fun. Alright then, that's it now, let's carry on. There we are. Bit of surfing in Spain. I'm glad we caught that. There we go. There's a tunnel in Malaga that goes under the bridge and it goes from the beach into town, part of it. And they play a mixture of music, and none of it I disliked. Because it's soundproof to some extent. The road is big screen, like thick glass screens. And they play music from Japanese Zen stuff to, what's that called, sort of like rave, but chill, sort of like dance music, everything in there. It's great, anything I've heard so far in there. That reason alone, sometimes I go via the tunnel instead of through the lovely park with an avenue of trees. Little walk along the top there, but I did that last time. If you want to dig out that walk, you can go along that, so it's not entirely the same anyway, this part of the walk I'm doing. You just get a view, and it's you know, different. Yeah, it's like a different, two people they wouldn't know they're on the same walk from the views and things like that. But this is.
Mr. Burns.
She seemed to be happy that I was filming her, wasn't it? Yeah. Let this guy keep his line. Yeah, as I'm doing longer walk, I don't fancy climbing up and down those steps. Just stick to this now. And as I've already done it as well. If it was, that's why I did it in the first place, because I was willing to, yeah, just stick to the tunnel. Which of course that little train, it is a train tunnel of some kind. Whether it's commercial or it could be industrial, you know, for minerals or whatever. Forgot my umbrella, but so far I've been lucky. Mind you, it's not it's not a problem really. I'll take into account that I've got a small pack and it's all weight and takes up space. So let's stride forward and face the consequences of a little rain. Be brave. Just adjust this again. Basically like a static gimbal, but just stabilizes. So if I turn left and right, it will keep the horizontal. That's all it does. You know, if I go there, or see, I've twisted the handle right round. It's level, but you wouldn't know that because the gimbal does that. But that's about it. A little artwork there. No. Worse for weather. Been there a while, that one. La Cochinita, 1908 to 1968, 100 years. No, it isn't. This is good. 100. Yeah, the signs are a bit worse for wear, so I won't get off this cycle path. And there's a lovely view, I think, ahead. A few spots of rain, but I'm going into the tunnel. I can always pause if it's a shower. Well, I hope you feel relaxed, if anything, whilst you join me along this tunnel. This part is known as the tunnel walk. Yeah, there's difference between people who tick or thumbs up its viewers. There's lots of people view my stuff and it comes up on my, it gives an assessment and stuff, and new subscribers. But I'm not after quotas or anything like that anyway. It's just interesting that some walks I just get, I don't know, a huge amount. I can't work it out myself. I wish I could. Oh, this is more interesting, isn't it? Now it's raining. Shall I pause it for a minute or carry on? I'll carry on. More surface here, and look at that, there's the other way that I did along there, and there's the surface. Really misty over there where the mountains are. Coastal rain. And if there's a place along here where I can sit and have a coffee with a pause on the ideal. Certainly not there. But generally speaking, people are going out, having a coffee, brunch or whatever, enjoying the day. Like I say, hopefully, it's part of the fun, isn't it? I want a free Wi-Fi place as well. That's lovely over there, look at that. All these apartments, and I reckon further back they're all private houses with wonderful views. Yeah. There's a pussycat. Of course, like most cities, I was out last night. There are rats, but you can't. I think there's more rats than people in the planet, and but they're not obvious. You don't see them all the time, but there are rats like in every city. I suppose they are eating stuff that's probably gone off anyway, so yeah. But they go mouldy and putrid, so think the lens is alright. You wouldn't know anyway. I'll just pause it and wipe it. A few spots of the rain there adds a bit of realism, doesn't it? This is a reality, you know. It's not CGI. Did a walk in Cheshire, and it was along like a tunnel, you know, like a footpath that was like an extra railway line, and that was like that on a really rainy day, and it looked absolutely brilliant. I could have done more like that. I should do more than that, like that. We're being watched. Yeah. Must be good for the cat. Imagine you having that fish and accidentally some of it came off your plate. Yeah, the old cat. Doesn't matter if it's the bones, they'll chew on them or crackle on them, whatever they do. Probably think a bit too much seasoning. Yeah. Yeah. There we are, just sat down and cleaned the lens. Seemed alright anyway. And yeah. I've actually had to sleep for an hour. Now I'm only joking. It is raining though, so with the shelter from the storm, as Bobby Dylan would sing. This is Bob Ness, greatest modern contemporary poet and musician. Not the most handsome, not the best voice, but and some of his albums, yeah, quite frankly, well, but yeah, he's still performing live. Rough and Rowdy Ways was the last album, recent, and that was very good. Some say, oh, he's a bit this and that. Yeah, because he's surrounded by mediocrity. That's a fact. He is interested in people. He can't sit still. I believe when he's sitting around, he gets a little sketchbook out. You don't hear that, and then he'll sign it for the waitress or whatever while he's out and about. I think they should just open with him and not bloody fawning around him, and you know, it would be talk about his stuff and his work and how I liked his last album and who was his favourite. He picks out his musicians, just some of his, not the bad ones, just the ones, you know. They're all pretty good. Mark Knopfler is particularly, the ex-Stones guitarist. Can't think of his name. Yeah, things like that. A black drummer. Absolutely fantastic. I think a West Indian guy, you know, with a woolly hat on. He's a fantastic drum to go with the rest of the... But it's just over the years. I only then realised, you know, there's lots of stuff I like and I love lots of bands. And I realised at the top it has to be his Bobness. He needs to comb his hair and get some surgery. No. Some gold teeth, Bob, I think. Yeah, but that's it. I'm surprising myself because I wouldn't have thought I'd. But it's throughout the time. Yeah, it's sort of had a resurrection with some sort. Oh, it's only the good stuff. I had Time Out of Mind came out. It's about 11-minute one about. What's it called? Anyway, it's a narrative-driven song, but yeah, Time Out of Mind was fantastic. Anyway, let's continue on in the rain, which can be resolved by just stopping and wiping the lenses, multi-lensed. You never know which one is being used. They all blank out, they're all grouped together. I've got a maximum length of this, even if there's more walk, because I'm going to definitely come back here because there's kilometres and kilometres of mileage back to Malaga. So that's really nice to know. All to be explored, street art and interesting features that I haven't experienced on my day out. Just a cheap run on the bus with my card. Yeah. Yeah, there's some bands you have all their albums, don't you? Things like that. You just have to. Yeah, I love music. Most of it, anyway. That's slightly slippery, that this red bit of stretch here. That's parakeets, that distinctive noise, like little parrots up in the, no, not the mango tree, Me Honey and Me, James Bond film that is, underneath the mango tree, Dr. No. Yes? No? Can't see the little blighters. I can't blame them, it's raining. Mirabelle Restaurant. So yeah, reasonable to do it and then do another stretch. Well, I can't look and see where the nearest bus is, but I will try to start, you know, as near as where I left off. It's not necessary. Be the nearest stop to where because obviously I'm going to have to walk to a bus stop and then try and remember where I am. I'm sure I can do that. And I've met people that I've met in Malaga itself, you know, the fortress and the castle. It's unbelievable, and like I am now, I'm on a fairly long journey. It's amazing. Yeah. Dennis and his friends were featured in some dance organised where they were staying right at the end of the line of this, the opposite way I am now. I can't think of the name of the place, and I had to say no. Because obviously, you know, it would embarrass him. But it's nice, isn't it? Friendly folk. Now, do I go over there? Oh, I have to, I think. That's a bridge, is it? Anyway, there's an option. Yeah, we could go down this narrow street now. You know, following the some interesting little shops and things like that. What do you think? Yeah. Yes. See, like that. Pop out again. Yeah, the rain is getting a bit heavy now. Look at that. Yeah, this might be a good place to stop and start again in this little town, and I can find somewhere, maybe just one tapas with a coffee or tea or whatever. Oh, it's very busy. Chambera. Yeah, all the tables are laid. Very busy. It's really nice. Yeah. Yeah, very nice. So let's explore this and then
Traerlo hecho. ¿Y la brochetita? Claro, por eso.
a bit of variety. Got these sleeping policemen, but they're not. I don't know why that is. They're not like the ridiculous ones you got in England, you know, with the suspension's gone on the car. I mean, if some lunatic is going to go on things like that, they're doing that because it's not their car. Do they not understand that? Most of them are just, you know. So when you get your car back, all the suspension's gone on it. You know. Anyway, just slap myself on the face. Shut up. Talking about that. Got these little features. The number. Ancalaguela. Lovely. Number 42. Yeah. So I know there'll be bus stops around. Look at that lovely metalwork, painted. Beautiful. And it's right up the side of the house. Yeah. Cala La Victoria. That's where we are, the street at La Victoria where we're at now. So I can come back to exactly this place, I think. Right. I hope you enjoyed that walk, and it will be continued at some time. Thanks very much for joining me. Otherwise, I am literally talking to myself. I've got a little, very, very tiny bunch of loyal viewers, you know. Yeah, I've liked this sort of rainy, grey, but nevertheless I've enjoyed it, and thank you for joining me. Adios.